And our graduates are going to be on time. And this group was not only timely, but they even arrived early. Parents, grandparents, family members, community members in attendance, thank you for your support and commitment to this graduating class throughout their school career. Teachers and school staff in attendance, thank you for your commitment to our graduating class. While this event highlights a lot of individual accomplishments for the class of 2014, there are many important people out there and organizations that come together and created the conditions that are required for student success. And to all of them, on behalf of BBE Schools, I thank you. The graduation is quite an interesting time. It's the end, it's the beginning, it's both wrapped into one. And this ceremony that we have here today, this really marks the completion or a milestone of your first formal education. In order to recognize this event, a lot of families have ceremonies themselves. They have graduation parties. Families recognize graduates with gifts and cards and cash. But the reality is, graduation is really a huge opportunity. An opportunity that presents itself in a world that is growing more and more competitive every day. And this is a time in a young person's life where their decisions that they make today are immediately going to impact what happens with them tomorrow. Last week I had a meeting in Albany. I don't admit this to many people, but when I'm in the car by myself, I listen to Minnesota Public Radio. Yes, I know it sounds a little geeky. But a person can actually think when NPR is on. In fact, at times, their programming actually makes a person think. However, the mere sound of the Prairie Home Companion, or Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, drives my kids crazy. They instinctively hop into the car, and before I can even get the ignition on, the radio station has changed and back to KCLD. On this particular day, though, as I said, I was on my own, and the programming consisted of an interview with an author. The author was based over in Europe. He recently did some research on competition. And when you think about competition, it actually can be kind of an interesting topic. Again, mind you, I'm by myself and NPR's on, so that will tell you what kind of thinking I was doing. But it's everywhere. And I actually started thinking as I was driving, when is the last time that I went through a day without competing? When did I actually get up in the morning, go to bed at night, and not once during that day was I competing? The results actually amazed me because I couldn't come up with a day. In fact, I had to think about that long and hard, and I got about a week back, and to be honest with you, that's about all my memory can do right now is 1 week. And I got about a week back, and I hadn't gone through any days without competing. And the scary thing was that on one of those days, what I was competing in was a fishing contest. Now mind you, not like a fishing contest with other adults. It was a fishing contest with my 11 and 12-year-old. I wanted to beat them. I wanted to catch the first fish. I wanted to catch the biggest fish. I wanted to catch the most, even though it was an 11 and 12-year-old. And this competition, it's everywhere. And in my mind's eye, I actually tried to turn it into a positive. I wanted to turn competition in that boat to provide each of those young people motivation to keep fishing. Because everybody knows the two dreaded sentences when you get going fishing. I'm hungry, followed by, I'm bored. And I didn't want that to happen. And so in my mind, I'm thinking competition is the answer. Ultimately, the author that was on the radio, he makes the assertion that competition and its constant focus has many, many negative consequences. Now, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if that's the right way to think. I'm not quite sure. But as a society, I do know we've been consumed with being the best. And at times, We overlook people or projects or issues that need our best. It doesn't necessarily mean somebody needs to be the best, but we need your best. And in fact, the author went and he took it further. He made the argument that it wasn't a single person's best or a team's best, but what we need is our collective best. We need our best thinking, our best creativity, and our best problem solving. And ironically, all of those things require collaboration and cooperation. And according to the author I was listening to, a little less competition. Now those of you that know me, you know I can be slightly competitive at times. Whether it's on the golf course, or out fishing, or coaching hockey, I want the best outcome for me and or my team. Bottom line, every time. And even after listening to NPR, I don't see my competitive spirit leaving me anytime soon. However, what I did take away is I think we all need to pursue a competitive balance. Do you compete to be your best? Or do you compete to bring out the best in a collective effort? There are certainly times where you need to compete to be your best. But I think sometimes we also have to compete to bring out the collective best. In closing, graduates, all of you have reached this milestone today to recognize your high school graduation. Again, congratulations. That's an accomplishment all of you should be proud of. Enjoy your celebrations. Enjoy the rewards associated with your accomplishment. But most importantly, please continue to prepare for your future. Get ready for your next competition. Seek out those opportunities to compete, to collaborate, and to cooperate. Most importantly, make decisions that reflect who you are as an individual and the values that you hold dear. Good luck with all your future endeavors, class of 2014. Thank you.